I've shown a few previews over on my Instagram page of Fast Grammar over the last few months since level 1 release, and I also now have level 2. This was from the creator of Grammar Galaxy. Now this is geared for high schoolers as opposed to that Grammar Galaxy is for elementary and middle school. If you have an upper middle schooler too, because this has an interesting take that can really help an older child to fill in a lot of gaps and holes. So don't be deterred just by the high school, because I have some ideas for you. So stick around with me.
Look at me and see that I'm the type of girl you're not really that used to.
Welcome back, friends. If you're brand new to my channel, my name is Arlene with Arlene & Company. As I said before, I received in exchange for my honest review, Fast Grammar, high school training level 1 and level 2. In exchange for my honest review, but I'm no stranger to the creations of this brand. This is from the creator of Grammar Galaxy. I will link down below my big overview video of every single level that has existed, and I also have individual videos of Grammar Galaxy geared from elementary all the way to upper middle school, all the way to 8th grade. Now this is meant and tailored for a high school audience. However, my 8th grader is already using the level 1, and this to me is like the perfect thing to just like add in, even if you don't need like just a grammar program or just, and it's more than just grammar, so it has a older audience in mind. So the story-based element of Grammar Galaxy, if you've come to know, is evolved into something else, a different type of mission or training program in this instance. So if you're concerned, well, oh, maybe that content would be too young, you know, the stories may be something that my high schooler wouldn't enjoy. Well, Melanie, the creator, has thought of that and has revamped a whole new backstory for Fast Grammar. So it still has that fun element, but it also is a great program to fill in gaps. Or if your child has not had formal grammar this whole entire time for whatever reason it may be, or they are just, you know, not very well versed in it, this is a great place to start that reviews everything that, you know, all your main points of what you'll need to be successful, you know, in upper levels of high school and beyond, and then catch you up from that. So it's not like, okay, we're picking up at a high school level and going from there. No, you're going to review from the very beginning, nouns and all that. Comes with your purchase. So with the Grammar Galaxy, you had 2 separate books. You had the manual, your student manual, and then you had the story-based element, the text from it. Here, everything is in one book, and it's not very thick or anything like that, but it's jam-packed. So you will get your Fast Grammar book with the hard copy, and you will get your handy dandy pen. Now you know, and I just had to bring these out. This is the progression. These are not my only ones. I just brought like one of each style. For at this point, we're literally collecting from, I think this was the very first style of pen that she had. I'm sorry, you can fast forward. Know that when I talk about Grammar Galaxy, I have to like just show you the progression of their pen markers. So if you're not familiar, it's like a marker on one side, or it was. It's the marker's different now, and there was like a, you can erase it there, because the whole thing here is that you're not writing a whole lot. The child can go ahead and just highlight answers and things like that. But this is like, I think this is the current one, I want to say, yes. So now it's a pen and a highlighter still on the other end. So yes, I know. You're like, Arlene. Listen. All right, so now you have the Fast Grammar pen that comes with it, and it does have a highlighter at one end to highlight any answers or as you're reading. Then you have also this little cheat sheet bookmark. So it has the parts of speech on one side and just like some information here. You can try a free lesson, and I also have a discount code that is going to be good through the 11th, and it's going to be Arlene20. So if you're interested in this and you want to buy, go ahead and purchase. You can go ahead and use my code Arlene20, and that will be good through the 11th for your purchases. Anywho, so you have the parts of speech. On here, you'll notice with Grammar Galaxy, it has like little badges and stuff. So this is just more of a reference sheet. So level 1, where you open up, you are going to see the table of contents, and everything is broken up by units. So on unit 1 is parts of speech. Unit 2, parts of sentence. Unit 3, advanced parts of speech and agreement. So you're going to start with the review concepts, right, of everything you should have learned up to this point. And if you haven't, you're going to cover it now, which is a great thing, especially if you have not done a structured grammar program or more structured ELA program. Then you have advanced grammar and writing, and then you have solutions. So can you use this as a standalone, and can you use this as a supplement? Yes and yes. All right, so obviously this is not all your ELA program parts of it, but you can use it for the purpose of what it's teaching you as a standalone, or you can easily integrate it into a bigger picture of your ELA lineup. All right, so here you're gonna have the backstory. So with Grammar Galaxy and now Fast Grammar, there's this backstory. If you wanna learn more about Grammar Galaxy, again, link in the bottom. You have top secret, you're being recruited for the Fast Grammar program, and you have access to classified information, and you have like, these are your, essentially your training materials. So the whole story, it talks about when like autocorrect was developed, and you know, how it started and how it built up, and then you are being recruited to be like the autocorrect. They developed the Fast Grammar program that puts back the AI effects back into human beings or human operators. A very simplified version of the backstory to it, but I really love that. Now you can go ahead and print some samples and let your child try it out and see how they feel about it. So anyway, so just has some information here, and you can also find some extra practice sheets on the website, and it's going to give you that information there. All right, I tend not to show my daughter's work, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip to a different part. She's not writing in this anymore, she's like writing it in her notebook. We started writing on it, but then changed her mind. All right, so here you will have like your name of your operation, so coordinating conjunctions. Then you're giving your fast facts. So I love, this is the layout you see, very simplistic, minimalistic. So there's minimal distractions as well, but it's broken up in a way that is, you know, visually friendly. All right, so coordinating conjunctions can connect. And then basically this gives you your cheat sheet or your reference sheets for that particular operation. All right, so this is like, where in Grammar Galaxy you had missions, here you have operations. You have the opportunity for the child to obviously not turn their page and come up with what they can come up with based on what they're learning from here without looking at the answers first. All right, but then when you're given these answers, then it continues on, and then let's build on that. And then you have, you know, for this example is, right, 2 complete sentences about time management that begins with coordinating conjunctions, conjunction indicated. So you're gonna put what you've learned or what you review to action, and you can write it right ahead in here. All right, so then you go into, from your operation into your mission, broken up into 4 missions. So you decide, or the child can decide how you're gonna structure that during the week. So it's not gonna say day 1 do this, day 2 do that, but there is suggestions of how you can follow how many days you wanna do it, or if you wanna do one long session. So in your first mission, you receive a text update from the client, and this gives them information about the client's intentions and, you know, what they want to have done. And then in the second mission, graphics to help you remember certain differences. Third mission, you're gonna review the writing, and then you have some extra challenges that you're giving opportunity. In the fourth mission, you will correspond with the client and practice what you've learned, and so on. So that is how those things are broken up. So here again, here's your first mission, and the mission 2. So this is right here. That's like an assignment. So if you wanted to break that up into just one day, then that could be one day. Or if you say, no, I want you to complete this entire mission 1 and 2 in one day, however you want to structure that. So here, like I said, you can see the graphic, and then whatever information that it wants you to fill out. Then mission 3 here is where you are going to review the client's submitted writing, and basically something like you're fixing it, but with greater intent, and with a cooler backstory of you being like that autocorrector editor type of deal. So then the challenge, do it in under 5 minutes. So there's always like some fun little challenge to, if your kiddo, maybe they don't need a whole lot of review, but you want to, you know, keep this in the forefront, but you want to challenge them. There's a lot of great ideas to do that, and they do that in Grammar Galaxy as well for more advanced learners. Mission 4, and you have that information there. So that is how it continues. So here you can see emotional interjections, the fast facts, followed by the samples, followed by the 4 missions, followed by the graphics, and then you have some unit tests, right? So, and then that concludes that unit part, and then you have parts of sentence as your next unit. So that continues on just in that format. So let me show you what you will see in the back, because everything is neatly in one book. Very easy to find. You can just go ahead and flag them or use your bookmark. Unit test is part of the free downloads with the extras, so you would download the test, and that is something that the student, if they've been working hopefully fairly independent with this, then they would go ahead and ask you for, okay, it's time for the test, if you lost track of where they were, and then you can go ahead and hand them. Finish level 1, you are ready for level 2. So if you're trying to gauge where your student would be at, I mean, you can go ahead and look at the samples, but you can complete level 1, and let's say they may complete it fairly quickly, and just review all those concepts before jumping into it. All right, so here we have level 2, and you're going to have, again, the 4 units. It's gonna have parts of speech, parts of sentence, advanced parts of speech and agreement, and then you have the advanced grammar and writing, the unit tests throughout, the solutions and such, and then of course about the author, Dr. Melanie Wilson. You can see where, because now you know what the format looks, so the level 2 is going to have that similar format. So we focus on the format, now let's focus on the content. All right, so here is the level 1, and you had common and proper nouns in operation 1, and level 2 you have parts of speech and review. Here you have personal and possessive pronouns, coordinating conjunction, emotional interjections and such. Where I posted level 2, you're going to have those concrete and abstract nouns, interrogative and demonstrative pronouns, nouns and pronouns as adjective, verbs in conjunction, problematic verb pairs, adjectives and adverbs and comparisons and such, and then of course the unit tasks. But you can see that you're diving in deeper into, obviously this is your springboard, and this is where you are going to dive in deeper to those more advanced concepts in grammar. So review, and then build further here with level 2, right? This up in a school year for how many lessons? There's 32 operations here plus 4 unit tests, right? So you can look at it that way, and that would make 36 lessons if you want to look at that. And again, you have the top secret information that is given to you, and this is as an advanced recruit. So here you are being recruited as a newbie, so you're gonna have to review everything that you should have learned up to this point. So you're as a recruit into the FAST program. So this is like the introduction. So know if you're thinking, oh no, I want to go into level 2, just so you can see the different of the backstory here, you're an advanced recruit, and with getting and classify information and so on with your clients. So same concept, you're going to download the extra practice tests, practice exercises, and you will continue to do your literature and writing. It does include things outside of grammar. It is still recommended that you complete your full amount of what you need for ELA. Now there is indications of how many credits to give for this portion, so you will be able to see that in that guidance for your transcripts, since we're dealing with high school. Again, this is the same format, just so you can see a little bit more, because as I said, with this one I'm just focusing on content, but it's the same thing, the operations, how it's broken up. So once they're used to the level 1, then they can seamlessly just continue on with this. Just as the other one, you have the solutions, so everything is ready for you. Can buy this individually, you can buy it a PDF, you can buy it together, however you like to do it. I already have it all set. My daughter's in 8th grade, taking some high school credit, so she is already doing this instead of what you saw in my lineup video for grammar, and then grammar and then personal take on it, since I said we've been playing around with it for some time now. I love it. I think it's such a fun structure, and it's not too kiddish that your high schooler would be like, what? It's just a fun concept. It's a fun backstory. And then at the same time, it's a proven resource that we have used since my youngest was like 5. All right, so we've used Grammar Galaxy and now Fast Grammar. So this is something that I personally, obviously everything is not for everyone, but I personally recommend. It's something that has worked for us for years. We've used either in pieces or in wholes throughout our homeschooling journey. If you have any questions, let me know. I have my affiliate link down below. If this was helpful for you, I appreciate if you use my affiliate link. You do have a discount code that expires on the 11th. So if you want to go ahead and grab that with a 20% off, then do so before that's over, because Arlene 20 will give you 20% off your purchase. So check it out. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
I know this ride's taking some time, but I know I'll be okay, 'cause it's never too late.